Yo, what up? It's your boy Chad back with another video, back on Angel Time. And if you guys can hit the like button on the way into this video, it doesn't cost you anything, but it means everything to me. And also, if you guys are liking the videos, subscribe to the tribe. All right, let's get it. If you guys looking at the title of the video, I named it "How to Know I'm Being Tested by God." How to know if I'm being tested by God. And if you guys know right now, I told you guys that I'm currently going through my isolation season, and uh, God tested several people in the Bible, and usually these people were in their isolation season when they were tested. So I'm starting to experience some of the things that some of these biblical characters experience, so I can relate to them. And first, I want to distinguish the difference between being tested and spiritual warfare, because we know once you are called and chosen by God, spiritual warfare is going to be until the day you take your last breath. Like, so everything, until the day you take your last breath, you're going to be tested. Like, but the testing that I'm talking about is the when you start to see the more abnormal things start to happen, like when you start to lose a lot. Well, I'm going to get into that, but once you start seeing the more freak of nature things start to happen to you, that's when you're being tested by God. But also, what I want to say too, because when you're being tested, like, a lot of bad things are going to happen to you. So also, I want to distinguish the you reaping what you sow, because when you reap what you sow, bad is going to happen to you. Since you do bad will in turn happen to you. So again, like, use your discernment to figure out what is happening to you. Is it you being tested? Is it spiritual warfare? Or is it you just reaping what you sow? So I made a because, like I said, I'm going through this process also. So I made of things that I'm starting to see since I'm being tested right now. So let's get it. Let's go. So number one, you will start to lose any and everything that you thought you would lose. Like, I would say, since, because I've been in this isolation season since September, and I have lost so much in these last almost September 21st. So almost 4 months, I have lost so much. I told you guys, I lost the location to my business. I'm losing money. I'm losing friends because I'm choosing to serve God now. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing a lot right now, so much. And of course, like, we got to go to Job, because Job in the Bible pretty much lost it all also. Like, he lost a lot of money. He lost his children. His wife told him to curse God. Like, Job was going through it. But which gives me hope is knowing that when Job, his test was finished, God gave him double of everything he lost. So that's what keeps me in hope, knowing that I'm going to get double for everything I lose. And knowing that, like I said, identifying that I am being tested right now. So when you're being tested, like, you just gotta just go through it, man. It's gonna be a boxing match. Like, you're gonna win some rounds, you're gonna lose some rounds, but at the end of the day, just keep fighting and you'll win at the end of the match. Like, and one thing I want to talk about too, because, like I said, I'm losing everything. Job even said, and I'm paraphrasing here, he said, what I feared the most is what's happening to me now. So when you guys start to lose the things that you're going to lose, is going to be what you would have never thought would have, like, the thing that you hoped would have never happened to you, that is going to be the first thing that Satan is going to attack. So for me, like I said, it was my business, it was my money, and also I just lost my uncle. I just lost him. He was basically a second father to me. Yeah, he just passed away last Saturday night or Sunday. So, like I said, Satan is going to attack what means to you the most. In my case, it's my money, my family, and my mental health. Those are the three things Satan has been attacking with me during this process. So I just want to let you guys know, Satan is going to come after what you love and you cherish the most. So just as he did Job. So that's number one. You're going to start to lose everything, like everything that you cared about. Those are going to be the things you're going to start to lose. So that's number one. Number two, you are going to get tempted like you have never got tempted before in your life. And first, I want to distinguish that God does not tempt you. God tests you. Satan tempts you. And of course, we got to go to the what happened with Jesus. He tempted Jesus 3 times. And when you are getting tempted by Satan, it's going to be something that you innately want, like something you innately desired, like when Satan tempted Jesus, he even told him, I'll give you all the kingdoms on I'll give you all the kingdoms in the earth if you should worship me. So well, we already know Jesus already has that, but human Jesus form would have loved that, in a sense, like if you're trying to know what I'm saying, he would human Jesus would have wanted everybody to bow down and worship him, but to the point I'm trying to make, Satan is going to tempt you with what you desire the most in life, because you got to remember, Satan has been watching you since you were well, as we know, God knew us when we were formed in our mother's womb, which means Satan knew us also. So God has been watching us since we were born. Satan has been watching us since we were born. So Satan knows everything about you, what you like, what you don't like, all your habits, all your vices, everything about you. So for me personally, of course, Satan has been tempting me with women, of course. I get a lot of, hey, big head texts, a lot of women from my past that I knew, or even women now, because as I said, I'm in the gym, I'm looking better now, no, I'm playing. I'm getting tempted by women, so that is what say. And also demonic dreams, satanic dreams, I almost had one last night. Luckily, I overcame that, so I didn't have one last night. But yeah, so Satan is going to tempt you with what you desire the most, what your vices, what you struggle with the most in your life. Satan is going to attack you with. I even saw a brother, Mark the Messenger. He was saying that when he was getting tested, that when he was getting tempted, that a guy just because his vice, I guess, was weed. So I guess a guy offered him free weed or something like that. So that just goes to show you, Satan has been studying you your whole life. So Satan is going to tempt you with what you desire the most. So be ready for that. Be ready for the temptations to come. 3, you're gonna start to doubt. You're gonna seriously start to doubt, start to wonder if God is really listening to you, if God is really does he really care? There are some days where I feel like I'm on the top of the world, and then some days I am going through it. And even going back to the story of Job, he if you really look at what he was saying, Job was ready to go, and that's some days too how I feel. I'm like, God, just take me. I'm just ready to go some days. I'm just I don't want to deal with this no more. And Job even said, curse the day I was born. So that just goes to show you, Job was going through it just like how we are going through it when we're being tested. And sometimes, like I said, because during testing, you should be praying immensely, every day, several times a day. And when you're praying, you're just going to keep asking God, when is it going to be over? When is it going to be over? Even Jesus said, God, please let this cup pass from me. Even Jesus didn't even want that to happen. But we got to be obedient, how Jesus was, because what he said next was, let your will be done and not my will be done. So that is what we have to do also. Like I said, when you're being tested, we may not know why we're being tested, and we may question if he's still watching, or why we were being tested, or what is his plan behind us being tested. But his will must be done at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, his test, when you're being tested, it's for a reason, and it's going to be beneficial to you, because like I said, at the end of the day, once you pass the test, you're going to get double for what you earned. And also, his test is going to bring honor and glory to his name. And this is what I'm going to talk about in number 4. So Number 4 is your test is going to be a testimony to others. Like I said, at the end of the day, God is going to use your testimony to bring honor and glory to his name, and to bring ultimately win over souls at the end of the day. If you want to go to the story of Daniel, with Daniel's 3 friends, Meshach, Shadrach, Abednego, when they were being tested because they didn't want to bow down to the gods of Babylon, so they got thrown into a fiery furnace, and basically, so God sent the angel, and they would basically came out of the furnace basically untouched, basically. So at the end, the king of Babylon said that there's no God that could deliver them out of that, except for the God of except for the one and only God. And ultimately, it made the king of Babylon start to worship God. So that's what your test is doing at the end of the day. Like, he's trying to bring other people to worship him through your testimony, through your struggles or whatever like that. He's trying to perform a miracle through you, which is going to bring other people in turn to worship God. So that's number 4. So people, like I said, he's using you as a testimony at the end of the day. Like, your test is a testimony. So that's number 4. And number 5, God just simply sometimes tests us just to see if we're going to do it or not. He's testing our obedience, because it's one thing for us to say that we have faith and we trust in God, and then it's another thing to actually act on this. So if you go to the story of Abraham, when he was told to sacrifice Isaac on the mountain, he did exactly what he was instructed to do. He went up there, and as soon as when he was going to sacrifice Isaac, God came and provided a way out for him. So that's what God does sometimes too. Like, he tests us just to see if we are going to do it or not. Because, like I said, it's a lot. People nowadays saying, yeah, I trust God, I trust God. Even myself, I'm even at fault to this myself, because, like I said, I still doubt at times. I still question at times. Like, are we going to be like Abraham and just be totally put our lives in God's hands and know that he has what's best for us? Or are we going to doubt and question, like why is we doing this? Like, this makes no sense. Like, are we going to be that type of person? So that's what that's another reason, like, God tests us to see if we're going to do it. So those are the 5 things that I came up with, that I'm dealing with myself during this season, during this because I'm being tested right now. So those are the 5 things I came up with. And now for the benediction. As you can see, like I said, it is plenty of people that were tested in the Bible, and just because you're being tested doesn't mean that God hates you. Your testing is not only like I said, to bring you down. It's supposed to bring you up also. Your testing is supposed to, like I said, bring the honor and the glory to his name. It's supposed to grow your faith and your trust in him. And sometimes your testing can also your testing can be a punishment too, because God said he chastises those he loves. And if you're not being chastised by God, that means you're a bastard in his eyes. And that's what the Bible says, you're a bastard. So don't look down when you are being tested. Like, no, like I said, like, once you pass that test, like, you're going to get double for your portions or whatever like that. And it's not said in the Bible, but it was said that after the situation with Job happened, that Satan was humiliated when Job didn't curse God. So that's what we want to do at the end of the day. Like, we want to pass the test, and we want to humiliate Satan, like, and honor God. Like, we don't want to do like our ancestors did in the wilderness, where they failed the test from God, and they had to basically wander around in the wilderness 40 years. And we also don't want to do fail the other tests with what we're going through now, when we got kicked out of our land, and we got dispersed all throughout the world, and dealing with what we have to go through in the world right now. So let's pass our tests. Like that's what we got to do at the end of the day. So with that being said, first get right with the Most High, then get on angel time.